Alright, so we are back with the second part of this video on creating the door for the Fort Apache Block House. The patterns that we did last time as we were kind of coming through those, they kind of messed up on us. So let's kind of go back. Let's just clear a few things out and let's kind of go back and try this again. So the feature here that we're looking at will be a linear pattern 2. So let's go ahead and click on features to pattern, linear pattern 2, linear pattern 1. Then we also need to get these two in there as well. So that was fillet 1 and extrude 3. So, and extrude 4 with fillet 2. So that gets all of them. Let's go now to the direction. And in this, we just kind of have to click on that to make sure that we're going in the right direction here. And as you can see, so that kind of puts it all in there with where we're at, getting that in place for us. So let's kind of come around here and take a look at this view. So get an idea of where those actually will be kind of falling in. And that gives us a pretty decent look there, so I think that's good. We'll click that. Let's go back and look at the drawing. So we now also need this little handle here, and of course it is about halfway up. So if you take a look at it, we'll place it right underneath there, kind of in the same line as those. So let's go back to our CAD file. And once again, we will sketch on this surface. So I'm just going to create a little rectangle right in here, right about like that. Yeah, I think we'll do this about 5/16. So let's go ahead and create that. 325, and this dimension here, 0.06. That looks pretty good. We'll extrude that. And that only needs to be about 50 thousandths out. So one more time on that. It's, again, as we take a look at this, it does kind of have 2 notches there. So come back in now with one more. So sketch this surface now. Right here. And dimensionally, I'll constrain this over to that midpoint. Let's take that over to about 60 thousandths there, just to move that. And extrude that as well, about this is about 30 thousandths, I think. Looks pretty good. So taking a look. May even choose to go a little bit more than that. All right, that looks okay at this point. Taking a look. One more look at that picture. So notice there are some softer edges, so it's not quite so squarish. So let's kind of go in and we'll kind of also put some softer edges on that. I do the same thing on both of these corners. And to be honest with you, I think I'm even going to put it here as well. So we're going to go with the radius all on that. Let's I'm going to actually increase that a little bit more than that. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So, and the only thing left now is to create the pins for it to go into. So let's kind of come in now. I'm going to sketch up top here. So on this surface. So, and in this case, we're going to kind of come through, and this will be a 3/32. So about 94 thousandths hole. Dimensionally, that's the part that will be difficult to tell without actually having a existing piece, knowing exactly where to place this pin so that it fits and will allow the door to swing open and close. That's going to take some tweaking, so I'm going to be guessing a little bit on that till I can kind of get it out and see for sure. So there we go. On that, let's bring this up. Now this, in terms of protrusion here, we only need this to be, I believe that was 3/16 of a pin. So, and we'll do the same thing up here with the actual radius on here. So make that an actual pin with the radius. So that takes care of that side. Now, I'm going to mirror that so I don't have to draw it again. It'd be easy enough to draw it, but I also can create some additional storage plane. So if you take a look, I can take and create another plane. So moving this plane up, so from here, and we use this plane tool right here to place that. So, and we were at 2.5, so this distance would be 1 1/4. That's going to be the plane, and the only reason for that plane is for us to mirror that particular surface. So now let's come back over to the mirror tool. So, and as it looks, part mirror, feature mirror here again is what we want, and we want extrusion 7 and the fillet 4 to be there. The mirror plane now is going to be plane 1, and check that off, and there we've got our door pretty much all ready to go. The only thing that I would need to do is verify that that pin is in the right position once it kind of comes in, and we would see. But so at this point, the door is finished and completely drawn. Overall, it's taken me about 25 minutes to do this. I'm going to come down here, and we will export this into our STL file. So Marx, so I'll name this as Marx Block House Door. So saving in millimeter resolution is fine, and that'll be download. I'll export that. So now I have the STL file right here, so I'll be able to go and take that So let's kind of come back in now to my Cura software. Let me get this cleared out. So let's go ahead with a new project. So let me open a file here in my downloads. Right here is my Block House Door. Let me open that up. Notice it'll place on here. Let's rotate this part around to 90 degrees to get that down on the actual table. And now I can more or less go ahead and slice this. So preview it. So yeah, just a little part like that. It's going to take about an hour overall to print. So 3D printing, while it's a nice quick way to get parts, it is not a fast way to actually manufacture parts. So there we go. So there is our actual door. So I will come back and we'll see how she looks once it's printed.